Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys. So, Black Adam star Dwayne Johnson opens tonight, actually. Now, its nationwide release is tomorrow. Now, I am worried about something pertaining to this movie, which is going to be what the overall end results are going to be for this film. And what I mean by that, what it will gross domestically. Like I said, I still cannot get over, and I'm just shocked, because like I said, most of us did not believe that Top Gun Maverick, a sequel to a movie that was made like 35 years after its after the first one. This might be the longest time in between sequels that I had ever saw, because keep in mind, Top Gun was made in 1986 and it didn't get a sequel till 2022. Now, keep in mind, Top Gun was originally slated to be released in 2020, but we all know what happened. But this movie being pushed back 2 years paid big dividends. Because the funny thing is, the movie is still in theaters. And to be honest with you, usually movies don't have a long run like this. This movie still can be seen in theaters. Because usually after 2 or 3 months, these films are made available for, online viewing, DVD purchase, and etc. So it's amazing that this movie did the type of numbers that it did. But also, this movie was only in theaters, which I think also proved that people still want to go to the theater and watch movies. But I think now they're going to be real careful about what they put in theaters and what they make available for streaming. And I think that's what's going on, and particularly with Warner Brothers. But with this particular movie, Black Adam, I think box office will be pivotal to this movie, whether it will have a sequel or not. Yeah, a sequel has been green lighted, but that doesn't mean that they're going to go forward with it. Now, the trajectory of Black Adam appears to be, they're saying that this movie could gross anywhere between $66 to $77 million, 85 tops. In most cases, for a movie like, in most cases for a film, that would be great numbers, especially if the film costs like, for the most part, even if the film costs like between 30, 40, 50 million dollars to make. But the problem is with Black Adam, this movie had a $200 million production budget. So at the very least, for this movie to be considered modest success, it needs to bring in, at least domestically, it needs to bring in maybe 275. And that's asking a lot. 275. If it does 3, then so be it. It'll be considered successful. But it's looking like it's on pace to gross around $200 million, depending on the second week drop off. Now, what could happen is, in some cases, they feel like, okay, well, based off the numbers that it did, okay, it showed that there is possibly an interest in this. Because keep in mind, Black Adam isn't one of DC's most popular comic book characters. Okay? So if they can do a certain amount that mean they figure like, okay, well, it'll be more interest in the sequel based off the numbers we did with the first film. So it just really depends. Now, if Black Adam does like barely 100 million at the box office, then I don't know. It may not be a sequel. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to want to take another 200 million to produce a film, and it doesn't even remotely make what its production cost was. So that's what I'm worried about. But I will be going to see the movie. But the 60 to 77, 80 tops is kind of concerning. I think if it opens up with 100 million and exceeds expectation, then I think, okay, fine. But we'll just have to see. But anyway, it's your boy Tail Biz. I'm out.